Has doubt or fear prevented you from needling near the spine? If so, you'll want to stick around because in this episode, I've taken a short video clip from an event I recently taught, and I will go over some details of safe and effective needle placement techniques for spinal points. My name is Dr. Jeremy, and I help acupuncturists like you create breakthrough patient results with the world's most cutting-edge electroacupuncture techniques. If you're not already subscribed, click the subscribe button now. This way, you can receive a notification each time I release a new training episode. I give away a free downloadable training resource along with each video and blog. And for this episode, it's called Safe and Effective Spinal Needling Placement Chart. So don't forget to download this. Let's dive right in.
Okay, let's get you comfortable on the table. So I want you to lay this way, head here, but facing this way. Oh yeah, I'll teach it in a second. You want two pillows or one pillow for your head?
Just one.
Just one, okay. Let me move this, that's good. So I'm gonna be here, and then if you could go on this side. And could you, Jeff, could you put the handheld in the monitor, please? Also, you know, we're talking like specifics, right? Like we diagnosed her C6. But you don't have to be super accurate. I don't have to be on C6. If I'm on C7, it'll probably still work, right? This is the principle of a bracket. With a lower voltage, you're blanketing it or bracketing it, which leaves a lot of room for human error in terms of needling location. And when you're using a higher voltage device, we leverage the dew channel flowing upward, and we just treat lower than the problem so that the electricity flows up into the problem. Why do I say that? Because there's 7 cervical vertebrae, but in the neck they're so tiny it may be hard to feel, but that's okay. Don't let that upset you. Just treat, because the results will be there, especially if you're doing it the way I say. So what I like to do for any bracket is I like to put my fingers on the huatos, and I kind of move up and down like this to make sure that my fingers are in the huatos. Now, this is probably T1. And I'm demoing a lower voltage bracket. So we diagnosed her C6 neural level, right? So, and I want to treat C4 because it's 2 vertebrae above, and I want to treat probably T2 because it's more than 2 vertebrae below. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come to what I think is C4, and by the way, the highest we can get with a needle is C2. So I'm just going to go right here, perpendicular huato. That's a huato, perpendicular, on the left side of her cervical spine. Around C4, C3, C2. Well, it's not C2, but I don't really care because it's going to work, because the electricity travels. Now, thoracic huatos, again, I feel for the grooves, but remember, you can use the thumb trick. So my thumb is sitting in between the 2 vertebrae, right? So even if I'm at T4 over the interpleural space, but I stay close to the center, 1 needle on this side of my thumb and 1 needle on this side of my thumb, and you go perpendicular, there's no risk of puncturing the intrapleural space. Eat your heart out, dry needlers. Remember a thumb trick. So when you get back to the clinic, I want everybody to practice what you saw with me just feeling vertebrae. Get your fingers in between the vertebrae and feel those spaces. I'll demo that a lot more this weekend. There's a 4-needle bracket. We diagnosed her C6, which is somewhere in here, right? We don't really care. It's a 4-needle bracket for a lower voltage machine.
So what did you think? Feel free to place your comments or questions below. Now remember, I created this great downloadable resource. The link will be in the description area. Be sure to grab that. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button, and if you have any colleagues that would benefit from this information, feel free to share the link with them. And for further information regarding my classes, you can visit electroacupunctureinstitute.com. If you wish to attend my free training called Discover the Secret to Boosting Cellular Regeneration, Reversing Tough Disease and Restoring Lasting Health in your patients with the power of electricity, click the registration link near this video. I'll see you next time.